Assalamu alaikum. How are you? We are going to start paper 2017, question number 17. Growth rings, also referred to as tree rings or annual rings, can be seen in a horizontal cross section. You can see these are the cross sections. Cut through the trunk of a tree from temperate or cold region. By counting them, we can tell how old a tree is. These growth rings are determined by the following tissues. You can see these are the rings and these are known as cambium rings, and every year they form this ring. And when we count them, so we can say this tree is dash years old, whatever. So I have told you the tissues with functions. So there are meristematic tissues, parenchyma, secretory tissue, dermal tissue, vascular tissue. Vascular cambium ring is inactive during growing season and produces a new layer of xylem tissue or growth ring every year. So these rings are related with vascular tissues. So E is correct. Now question number 18. The circuit below is connected to a power supply. The three bulb B1, B2, B3, you can see B1, B2 and B3 are identical. By closing the switch K, the light from B1 will be compared to the case when the switch is open. The light from B1 will be 2 times dimmer, 3 times dimmer, the same, 2 times brighter, 3 times brighter. You can see this is series circuit, so current flow. So the light from B1 will be same. Now question number 19. Lichens are distinguished from the moss by the following features. I have given what are lichens. It's a combination between algae and fungi. They are dependent on each other. So what is the distinguish from moss by following features? Reduced size, the way of feeding, the way they form the first layer of soil, high resistant to dryness, terrestrial life environment, the way of feeding, because moss are actual plant or not actual plant, but they do photosynthesis. Lichens depend on fungus and fungus depend on lichens, so the way of feeding is different. Question number 20. For the circuit in the figure, in order to reverse the indication of the ampermeter, we have to. What is reverse polarity? Reverse polarity, this is when the positive and negative polarity of the battery is reversed. When the positive and negative of the battery is reversed. When connecting a reverse polarity battery to a device, the plug that is factory installed with wires reversed on it by the battery manufacturer will keep you from hooking it up incorrectly. So for the circuit in the figure, in order to reverse the indication of the ampermeter, we have to remove the bulb B. No, B is not a battery. Reverse the polarity of battery with EMF to E. Yes, is to relate with this ampermeter. So it is correct. Reverse the polarity of the battery with EMF. It is indirectly incorrect. Indirectly linked. So it is incorrect. Connect the batteries in parallel without modifying the initial polarity. No, we have to modify the initial polarity because we have to reverse it. Connect the bulb B and the resistor R is in parallel. B and resistor are not linked with reverse polarity. When battery is reversed, so these are not battery. So 2E, that is directly linked with this device. So B is correct. Now question number 21. Select the correct route followed by an oxygen molecule from the lungs of a rabbit to its organ. You have read it about circulatory system in previous classes, so you know when this red indicates oxygenated blood. So you can see it starts from lungs because molecule from lungs. You can see this is lungs, pulmonary artery, then left atrium, then left atria, then aorta. So just find this route: lungs, pulmonary vein, not pulmonary artery. Pulmonary vein is only one vein that has oxygenated blood. So pulmonary vein, left atrium, left ventricle, and aorta. This is pulmonary vein, this is left atrium, left ventricle, then aorta. Lungs, pulmonary artery, no, pulmonary artery contain deoxygenated blood, it is incorrect. Lungs, pulmonary artery, again pulmonary, all pulmonary artery are incorrect. So B, C, D are incorrect. E, lungs, aorta, no, lungs are not directly pour the blood in aorta. From lungs, blood come in heart. So A is correct. Now question number 22. You need concentration. There is a formula. You have to keep the formula and you have to do this calculation. I have done for you. I will try my best to make you understand. So read the question. What is the density of an alloy composed of two metals? Alloy is made up of two metals having the densities ρ1 or ρ and ρ2. If the masses of two metals satisfy the following condition, m1 is equal to km2. So what will be the densities? So look, this one, volume, total volume is equal to v1 plus v2. This is the volume. And the formula of density is d is equal to m over v. D is equal to m upon v. So when we rearrange the formula, so you can see m1 divided by ρ1, m2 divided by ρ2, m divided by ρ. So in this case m1 is equal to km2. So in place of m1 we have to keep km2 and this is m2 again. So km2 plus m2, this is ρ, or this is p1 and p2. So when you cross multiplication you can get this. So just do it, try to find the answer. So E is correct. When you reduce or you use this formula, you know the cross multiplication, so do it. Now question number 23. Blood is composed of plasma and cell. Difficulties in transportation of respiratory gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide occur due to difficulties in transportation of respiratory gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide. Actually, the blood is made up of four types of cells: red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets and plasma. Red blood cells also known as erythrocytes. White blood cells are known as leukocytes. And the exchange of gases relate with red blood cells. So difficulties in transportation, it means there is less number of erythrocytes. A, decrease of leukocytes number. White blood cells, no, red blood cell doesn't relate. White blood cells do not participate in exchange of gases. They are the part of defense system. Again, white blood cells is incorrect. The reduction of erythrocytes, red blood cells, yes. If you have less number of red blood cells, obviously you feel difficulty in transportation of gases. The decrease of thrombocytes number. Platelets link with clotting of the blood. There is no link, exchange of gases. The increase of red blood cells, if increase number, so there is no difficulty. Difficulty is directly related with less number of red blood cells. So C is correct. Now question number 24. A boat is traveling between two ports on a river. The journey lasts for the time T1 downstream, T2 to T1 upstream. Considering that the relativity V boat of the boat to the water is constant, what is the speed of the water? Actually, when you do this formula, so T1, instead of T1 you just write 2T1, 2T1 plus 1, so it will be 3 when you divide this 3. So water speed is equal to what velocity of boat divided by 3. So this will be the correct answer. Now question 25. The digestive system of rabbits and dogs has the following common features. The bladder stores urine. Yes, bladder stores urine, but this bladder or urine do not relate with digestive system. There is another system, that is urinogenital system or urinary system. So urine is not linked with digestive system. B. The small intestine is long. The small intestine is not long, it is short. Incisive teeth are well developed. Actually, rabbits are herbivore, dogs are carnivore. So incisive teeth are well developed in dogs. This is not the common feature. The gallbladder stores bile. Yes, that is correct. That is linked with digestive system. Both rabbits and dogs both have gallbladder and they store bile in their gallbladder. So then D is correct. The small intestine is short. No, it is long. Now question number 26. The vessel weight M1 250G, MT to M200, the 300 when it's completely filled with water in the filled vessel is a solid object of mass M3 10Gs. Introduce and total mass the vessel in remaining water. Actually, there is another forces involved, that is known as upthrust. So when you calculate, so answer would be 2500 kg. Actually, it is also another calculation or equation. So this need a lot of time. I will make you understand in another video. Just find the answer or just find the correct answer, that is C. Now question number 27. The following animals have stinging cells in the body wall: the medusa and starfish, the red coral and the hydra, the octopus and the lake shell, the medusa and the crayfish, the garden snail and octopus. Actually, phylum Cnidarian family, there is another family, that is Cnidarian, and jellyfish, sea anemone and coral and hydra. These 4 animals are in that group who use stinging cells: jellyfish, sea anemone, coral and hydra. You can see in A, starfish and medusa, red coral and hydra. So hydra and coral, I have told you, red coral, hydra, sea anemone and jellyfish are belongs to same family, so they have this type of cell. So B is correct. Just read C as well: octopus and lake shell, octopus, the medusa and crayfish, all are just coral and hydra. Sea anemone and jellyfish, you must remember all these 4 names. They are the same family and they use stinging cells. So B is correct. Now question number 28. In a glass tube, the length 1 meter full of water, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, from the top of a metal ball falls uniformly with the speed of 5 centimeter per second relative to the water. If the ball touches the bottom after 25 seconds, what is the speed and the direction of the water in the tube? Actually, I have given this calculation here, so that's why I couldn't attach that calculation. Question number 26. If you try, so you can find the answer. Just look at relationship or just read the calculation as well. V is equal to S upon T. This is a formula. V is equal to 100 divided by 25. The 100, 1 meter is equal to 100. So 25 seconds. This is the time. 100 divided by 25, 4 centimeter per second. This is the velocity. As relative velocity is velocity is 5 centimeter per second. Relative velocity means when we compare two velocities. So metal ball velocity 5 centimeter related to the water, that is related, so that's why I'm saying this is relative velocity. So water velocity is 4 centimeter per second, and this is, so water is moving upward 1 centimeter per second. 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. So D is correct. You can see I have shown the arrow as well. Water is going down and it is going upward, so that's why 1 centimeter upward. 1 centimeter is also written, but it is downward, so it is incorrect. When you fall something, so water comes up, so 1 centimeter per second upward. That is the speed. What is the speed and the direction of the water? So this is the speed of the water and the direction is upward. So D is correct. Question number 29. The salamander and the grey lizard have the following common features: double breathing, 3-chambered heart. Yes, they have 3-chambered heart. Constant temperature, scaly skin, cutaneous respiration or gas exchange. Birds and mammals, 4-chambered heart having 2 auricle and 2 ventricle. Reptiles, 3-chambered except crocodile, which has 4-chambered. Salamander, amphibian has a 3-chambered heart. Actually, they have written constant temperature, but they haven't given constant body temperature, so that's why it is incorrect. And B is correct. 3-chambered heart. Both have 3-chambered heart. Now the last question. Another calculation. Okay, you can see an aluminium object. This is the sign, or this is the symbol that represent density, rho. It is called rho. Rho naught is equal to 2.7 gram per cubic centimeter. Has a volume of 1 decimeter cube at 0 degree centigrade. By heating it, its density become rho is equal to 2.696 gram per cubic centimeter. How does its volume change? Actually, when we heat something, so obviously volume will be D is equal to M over V. When you heat something, so volume will be changed. It stays same, it decreases by 1.4, it increases when you heat the thing, so obviously molecules will move, so it will expand, you can say. So volume will be increased, but how much? So we need calculation. We can't tell, we don't know the coefficient of the volume expansion, we can't tell, we don't know the change in temperature. D and E and AB all 4 are wrong. C is correct. How? Just look at this calculation. Density is equal to mass per volume. Density is, aluminium density is 2.7 gram per cubic centimeter. Volume is 1 decimeter cube, that is 100 centimeter. Because centimeter density is in centimeters, so we have to take the volume in centimeter as well. And mass is equal to D into V. Mass is, because mass is constant, so M is equal to M. Rho 1 V1 is equal to rho 2 into V2. 2.7 into 1000 into 2.69 into V2. So V2 is equal to 2.7 into 1000 divided by 2.69. So this is 1000.48 centimeter cubic centimeter. So we need change in volume. Delta V is equal to V2 minus V1. 101.48 minus 1000. 1.48. Actually 100. Actually this is 1000.48. So you can get 1.48 cubic centimeter. So this is the increase in volume. So this is the end of this paper 2017. Thank you very much. Read it again and again, and if we have time, so we will discuss density in detail. What is the density? What is the formula of the density? But focus on this information. Maybe you are able to do this type of questions. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.